Hello team. So this is a demo for the FastAPI Auth0 integration for the MTM user and for the normal user. So I will give you brief on all those things what I am trying to achieve here. So this is for for M2M and for normal user. So I will run all the APIs whatever we have. So let's go into this deep dive into it. So here I use JW to decode the token, and here I use Auth0 for creating the application and creating the API. And this is just a structure that I created for like explaining all those things what we have used here, decoded and all those information. So here let's see now. So let me give you so on the login, what we are doing on the login, we are just this is Auth0 login that we are doing, and here I am using my Google account. So I already logged in here, so it provides us these details, and so these are the details that this is a normal user that are going to access the data. So here, what endpoints I have? So I have login, logout, items, and here we in the environment configuration we have updated our client secret IDs and all. So if you see now, so this is a token that we got now. So this is a normal user that we are going to access the data. So let me add the token here now. So what items we have, firstly check that. So we have these items, and now what we are doing, we are just so now let's access the specific item. So here let me update the token also. So what the token that we used there, 6 6q. Okay, and here it is also 6q. Okay, so this is a token that we are using. So now we are trying to access the item 2 now. So this is the item we have. So now we got the tag data, and so this is item that he can access, but one is not belongs to him. So let's see. So it will give us the detailed access denied. So here I have added the logic here also for the access denied, like if it is not an empty user or and so here I have added the logic. If it is not his user ID or if it is not his sub, then it is not an empty user. Then in that case, we are showing the access denied. So if you see here, so this is not an empty user or the ID is not matching. So yeah, this is all about the empty user that we are that we have used, and this three belongs to this user. So now if you see here, three, it will show the data of that. Okay, so this is all about the normal user that we are using. So like if you want to decode this token, you can decode here also to see the details, what details it return. So here we can see like it has this subject, this scope, this authorized party. This is all for the normal user. So here I have used these here I have used these keys that is mentioned here, like client ID. So for the from the application, what I have picked up client ID and client secret we are getting from here application, and from the APIs we are getting audience domain, and next thing is machine to machine communication. So for machine to machine, what we have, so for machine to machine we have the different things. So in the machine to machine we have this use client credentials we have. So if you see here like GTY here, so this GTY basically represent this is the machine to machine communication. So it has client credentials, M2M uses client credential grant. So here if we go to machine application, so here we have this example that we are going to use to first API application, and here we can find out the details of request, response, and all. So we're testing it. So let me open that for testing. So now I'm doing for the machine to machine interaction. So here we have all these details, like here if you grant type, client credentials, audience, this secret and ID. Okay, so for machine to machine interaction I am using this. So what our requirement mainly was, so set up a model specific permission function for fast API endpoint that allow users who owns the model instance to read the object. So the user, so this is the part that we have done for the user who can access the model to read the object. Now what we are doing, we are going to do an Auth0 M2M app to read the object. So now we are going this direction. So now what we have, so for this what we are doing, so here we have, so machine to machine application. So to test this we can use this here. So I created on the from the API we can use that. So let me show you that also. So I already run this thing. So if you see here, we are just using that API that we have, and in the body we are passing the ID secret and all, and with that we will get the token. So if we run this now, so we get the token and all these details. So now we are going to use this token. So let me run that also. So now let's try to access that data also here from this token. So let's go and put this token. So it has CSQ. So if you see here, we have this token. Now we are using this token, like this is a machine to machine token, and we are using this to access our items. So it is now able to access this specific item, and it is also able to access the all the items we have on this model. So this is about, so here we have used this token. So for both the tokens it is working fine. And what did not cover here? Login, logout, token decode. So if you, so now this is, so this is for the normal user. So now I put it for the this is a token for the M2M app. So this is for the MTM. Here we have these things. So I think most of the things we covered here. Zero dependencies, unicorn, VBCon we are using to run our code. So for logout, we can create a new session, and to set up this Auth0, what I've used callback URLs, logout, allowed web origins I have used, and so this is all about the parameters that we have in the decoded JSON. So issuer of JWT, subject, recipient, time, authorized party, and all client credentials. So yeah, this is about all about this. So what routes we have here? So you can see login, callback, all these routes we are using, and in the environment configuration we are using this, and so this is all machine to machine communication. So let's go. Let's simply go to the what I have used here. So and it is running with the UVCon. So if you see here, we are running with this UVCon, and here what we are loading environment or zero scheme. We are using database setup, then verifying. So these are the functions that we are using. What routes we are using here. So this is the data that I have put it here. I push the code also, so that you can see all these things that we have. So here we are using those environment variables that we created here, and so this is Auth0 scheme. So if you want to debug it here, so then you can enable others, you can remove this thing also. And this is the database that we are using. We have created the model item, and so we are using get use current user for the current we are getting that user. So for get item, what we are doing with if all things condition good, then we are returning the item. So log in, log out. So yeah, means we can add the item also. The current user can add the item with the subject, and yeah, this is what that we are passing using to check like is it an MTM user or what. Okay, yeah. Thanks. Just this is little overview of the fast API authentication. Yeah, thanks.